Welcome to my channel, Ana Lana. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this beautiful cardigan. So please stay with me during the whole video and I hope you give me a like and subscribe. And remember that in YouTube it has me as Ana for Lana. So when you see that little cat, just click it and there you will find all my videos. This is a small to medium cardigan, and I used 950 grams of yarn, medium size yarn. It's around 5,300 yards. A crochet hook of 5.5 millimeters, and there is an optional hook of 5 millimeters for the borders. So crochet uses much more yarn than when we are using 2 needles and knitting. So make sure you have enough yarn. We are going to begin with 85 chains using a 5.5 millimeter hook. So now I'm at the end with 85 chains. I will be yarning over and then I look for that belly and then pull the yarn and then I will be doing a double crochet. Again, the next belly, pull through and pull through and double crochets all the way until the end of the 85. So I will be having 84 double crochets. So I'm getting here at the end of my 84th double crochet and then I will be just doing 1 and 2 chains and then I just turn the work and I will be yarning over and in the very first space I will pull the yarn and do a double crochet and I will continue doing double crochets all the way. So continue doing 5 rows in total of double crochets. Okay, so this is the last point, the last double crochet of my 5th row. And now I'm going to chain 1, turn the work, yarn over, and I'm going to do half double crochet on the first 2 spaces. So now skip 1 space, and on the next one you will do 1 single crochet. Now yarn over and go back to the space we left behind and pull the yarn over, pull the yarn, and now pass through until you have just 2 loops and then pass through again. So we will repeat, skip 1 and then 1 single crochet, yarn over and go through, pull the yarn and do exactly what we just did before. And we will continue doing this kind of puff stitch until the end of the row. So I'm getting close to the end of the row and I have 2 more spaces to go. So I'm going to yarn over and then I'm going to do a half double crochet. 1 and now yarn over and another half double crochet. Perfect. So now we'll chain 1, turn the work, and in the next 2 spaces again, I'm going to do a half double crochet. So 1 and 2. So now we are going to continue with the stitch. We skip 1 space and then do a single crochet and then yarn over and we'll go back to the space we left behind and then pull the yarn and again yarn over and pull the yarn again and then we leave 2 loops and pass through the 2 loops. So we are going to be repeating this again towards the end of the row. Skip the stitch and now do 1 single crochet, again yarn over and in the point behind just pull through twice and then you just pass through 2 and continue doing this. Okay, so I'm getting to the end of the row and I have 2 more spaces, so I'll yarn over and I'll do a half double crochet in each of the spaces. 1 and 2 half double crochets. And now I'm going to chain 1 and 2 and I'm going to turn the work. And now I'm going to yarn over and I will do a double crochet in this first space and I'll continue doing double crochets in all the rows. I'm going to complete 6 rows with just double crochets. Okay, I finalized the back. So I have a total of 5 sets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 sets of each of 6 rows and the design. This is like little hearts. So in total, when I measure it, I just have a total in the width of 17 and a half inches, which is around 44 and a half centimeters. It's not going to be very elastic. So again, if you need something larger, because this is kind of a small to medium, just make more rows. So we are going to start with the front part that is going to have 2 panels. So we are going to start same way we did the back with 85 chains. Okay, so I already did 22 rows. So again, if you need more space in the chest, so just please make more rows. So at this moment, I'm going to be counting 27 spaces from the shoulder down, and I'll put a marker there because I'm going to start decreasing just to form the curve. So I'm going to do 1 half double crochet, the next one single crochet, and the next one is going to be 1 slip stitch. And this is just to start forming a little curve because it's going to be for the neck. So again, I turn the work and I will be doing 2 slip stitches, one, and the next one, another slip stitch. In the next space, I will be just chain and do a half double crochet. Okay, so because I want to make that a little deeper. And then yarn over, and in the next space, I will be just doing a double crochet. And I will continue with double crochets down. So I just finished this first part, and you see here there is the little indentation, so it's a little pronounced, and at the end I'm going to be making the border. So I've been working in this second part, and now I want this pattern to be in the same direction. So I'm going just to turn the parts just to make sure that everything is going to match. And then I'm going to start, so I want the little hearts to be facing the same way. So I'm going to be now counting and stopping 27 spaces before the shoulder. So I'm going to be counting again the same way that we did with the other part, 27 spaces. And here I'm going just to put a marker. So basically the only thing I have is this clip. So I'm putting it here, and then I'm going to, this is the part that where I'm going to stop. But in the meantime, I'm going just to continue doing double crochets all the way until the marker. So now I got to the marker, and I'm going just to remove that big pin, and I'm going to replace it with a little one. So I'm going to do this, my last double crochet. This is the number 27 coming down, right? So let me just remove it. And now the next one, I'm going just to do a half double crochet. Then the next one will be a single crochet. And again, the next one is going to be slip stitch. This is following what we did with the first part. So now we turn the work, and now we are going to do 2 slip stitches, 1 and 2. And now I'm going to do 1 single crochet, and now I'm going to do a half double crochet just to go up a little bit. And then we'll continue with double crochet all the way, and this was going to be our last row. Okay, so I am finishing this second part, and I'm just going just to cut it. And now I'm going to take all the parts and try to put them together. So the first thing is I want the design For me, it's like little hearts. I want all the hearts to be facing the same direction. So I have here the front parts facing up and same thing. And the chest has to be one in front of the other. Okay, perfect. So now we are going to be joining the shoulders, and we are going to use a tapestry needle, and we are going to start putting together the parts, just sewing point by point, stitch by stitch. So just make sure that the hearts are going to be on the same line, so that way it's going to look symmetric. So we are going to make sure that we are going to choose the best side, because remember that sometimes depending on how we sew things, and this is better here. Remember, this is still reversible, so we can choose what side we like better. So to start forming the sleeves, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put everything flat, and I'm going just to make the parts even front and back, and I'm going to start sewing from the bottom until the marker. I put the marker at the 34 space from top to bottom. We just continue like that, and we'll stop at the marker. Okay, so I'm done with these two parts, and very soon we will be doing the borders. In the meantime, let's start with the sleeves. So we know already that we put the marker at the space number 34. I'm going to start at the front, and I'm going to do a slip knot, and then pull the yarn, and then I'm going to do 2 chains, 1 and 2, yarn over, and in the same space, I'm going to do a double crochet. And I will continue doing double crochets all the way. Ahora ya llegué al marcador y estoy haciendo mi último punto alto. Ahora hago 2 cadenetas y volteamos el trabajo. Y en el siguiente espacio ahí voy a hacer mi primer punto alto y voy a continuar haciendo un punto alto en cada espacio. So now I am at the end of the row, and I'm doing my last double crochet. Now I'm going to do 2 chains. I will turn the work, and now yarn over, and in the very first space I'm going to do a double crochet, and then I will continue doing double crochets all the way, and in total I'm going to have 6 rows of double crochets, and then I'm going to do the design of the hearts. Okay, so 6 rows and the design. So I'm here with the 30 rows following the pattern. If you want a longer sleeve, just make more rows. But at the moment, this is what I have. So right now, I'm just going to cut the yarn here, and I'm going to be sewing the sleeve. With the help of the tapestry needle, we are going to be joining the sides of the sleeve. To begin with the cuffs, I'm going just to do a slip knot in the yarn, and now I'm going just to pass it through in the base. I'm going to be attaching it to the sleeve. Now I'm going to be doing making 15 chains, and from there I'm going to be coming down just using the belly, and I'm going to be doing 14 single crochets. So I have already the 14 stitches. So now I'm just going to be attaching it to the base. So I'm going to do slip stitch. This is just to attach it. And now just to go up, I will skip one space, and in the next one, I'll do a slip stitch and then turn over the work. And now I'm going to go up just using the outside loop, and then I will continue doing single crochets using the outside loop. So I'm getting up almost at the end of the row, and I'm going to be using the whole stitch, not just the outside loop. In this very last one, I pass the hook through the whole stitch and do a single crochet. Now a chain, now turn the work, and I'll go down using the outside loop again, just to make it elastic. And now we can see it. I'm going just to be trying it out, and this is perfect. I'm just going to be closing it. Okay, so to close the cuff, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain one, and now I'm going to take one loop from each side. So I'm taking the outside loop and the inside loop of both sides and just do a single crochet. So one loop from each side, and now make a single crochet, one loop from each side, and make a single crochet until you close the cuff. So I'm done with the sleeves, and now we are going to continue to the border, which is going to be the central part. If you want buttons, just try them out and look at the distance. I am leaving below a video of how to make buttonholes or eyelets. I'm also leaving it at the top. So at this moment, we are going to start with a crochet hook of 5 millimeters, and I'm going to do 11 chains. When I get to the end of the 11th chain, I'm going to turn and do 10 single crochets. So I've just finished this row and I want to attach it to the sweater. So I'm going to do a slip stitch, and in the next point, another slip stitch. We are not going to skip any points. So now I turn the work, and in the outside loop, I'm going to continue doing single crochets. So again, if you want to learn how to do buttonholes, just go below to the description box and you will find it. Now to make the last single crochet, I just go through the whole point, not just the outside loop. So here I am finalizing the border. I just went through the whole center of the sweater and I just went from side to side. So now we are going just to continue with the bottom part, the border at the bottom, the elastic band. So what I'm going to do is chain 13 chains. And now once I have the 13 chains, I'm going just to continue connecting them horizontally. And now I'm going to go down knitting 12 single crochets, and I'm going to be attaching it to the base. So here it goes. I'm not going to be leaving any spaces. I'm not going to be skipping any stitches. I'm going to go here, and in the next stitch, I will be doing another slip stitch. And we will continue in that way until we finish the whole belt. So we are almost done with the sweater, but I want to add two pockets, and it's going to be very easy. I am just going to make two rectangles, and then I'm going to be attaching it in each side. So I found this is the easiest way. So I'm going to start with 24 chains, and after that, I'm going to yarn over and look for the little belly at the back, and then I'm going to do a half double crochet, yarn over, and in the next stitch just do a half double crochet. So I'm going to continue doing half double crochets until the end of the row. So now I am at the end of the first row, and this is my last half double crochet. Chain one, turn the work, yarn over, and in the very first space, I'm going to do another half double crochet, and I'm going to continue like that. The reason why I don't want to do double crochets is because half double crochet will be more solid in case you want to put the phone, the keys is going to have more support. So let's do that for a total of 6 rows, and then you are going to be doing the design and then another 6 rows. And here I have my complete rectangle, and what I'm going to do is to put a marker. I'm going to attach it in one of the corners so at least I know where it goes. Then with the tapestry needle, we are going to be attaching this pocket stitch by stitch. And if you want, at the end, you can create a border at the top. It could be similar to the hearts, or you can leave it like that. It's going to be very nice. Okay, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please give me a like and subscribe. You can also leave me comments at the bottom. I'll be happy to answer any questions. And I hope to see you next time in my channel, Ana Lana. Thank you.